Many of you guys know, Enrique and Christina have covered a lot of ground throughout their relationship together. In fact, for the vast majority of their relationship, they've had to deal with the challenges of being long distance. Nearly 3,000 miles have separated them, with Christina attending medical school in New Jersey and Enrique living and working here in the Bay. The question is, how did they do it? What was the glue that kept these two together? It's hard being apart from the one that you love. It's hard being apart because being close and being near to the people who make us happy, to those who fill us with joy, well, that's just a way that things are supposed to be. But in many ways, the distance that separated you guys for all these years, it mirrors the spiritual separation that all of us have experienced in our own relationship with God. As Christians, we know that marriage is a meaningful way for believers to give glory and honor to the one who created marriage. Indeed, the good news of the gospel is that God has brought us back to himself. And in the same way, Enrique and Christina, God has brought you here today so that you could finally be together.
As I marry you, Christina, I commit myself first and foremost to the authority of God. I vow to lovingly lead you as the head of the household, to trust, obey, and lead as the Lord guides me. I vow to encourage, uphold, and nurture you, to put your needs above mine, to honor and serve you. I promise to love you unselfishly, patiently, and graciously, and always forgive you as we have been forgiven. Christina, I marry you with the conviction of God to be a good, faithful, and loving husband to you, to be your provider and protector for life from this day forward until death do we part. This is my commitment to God and to you.
Enrique, as I marry you, I commit myself first and foremost to the authority of God. I vow to submit to your authority as head of the household, to trust, obey, and follow your leadership as the Lord guides you. I remember a while back, there was a week or so when you had an extremely tough and busy time, both with work and life. It was so difficult that we barely had any time to talk. When we finally got the chance to FaceTime, I was obviously really excited. So I said to you, time for some vitamin G. You, however, very tiredly and seriously replied, yeah, I should really pray more and trust in God more. I was really taken aback because when I said vitamin G, I meant G as in girlfriend, as in me. But for you, G obviously meant God. In moments like this, you are always reminded to put God first before all things. Likewise, I promise to love you in a way that encourages you to always seek God first. Enrique, I marry you with the conviction of God to be a good, faithful, and loving wife to you, to be your helpmate for life from this day forward until death do we part. This is my commitment to God and to you.
I want you to know that you were a great dad. I wish you were here right now to see for yourself what we have been able to accomplish because of your example. In the 12 years I got to see you live, I can honestly say that those were some of the best years of my life.
So when I first Enrique. I actually third wheeled one of their first dates in New York City. He was a lot thinner back then. I have a picture, come and find me later. I took a lot of pictures that day. So something I admire about Enrique is his attention to detail and the care he has for things that concern Christina. So when he was planning his proposal in Central Park, he actually went to Central Park a couple days earlier to walk around and scope out a good place for their proposal. And so he sent us sisters like a 20-minute video on how to walk to the specific place that he found. And it went something like this. Okay guys, so this is the 37th Street sign. You're gonna walk forward. You should see sort of this big tree. It looks like this. Okay, and then you're gonna keep walking. Okay, you should see like a directory. You're going in the right place. And then you start walking uphill, and then you hear. Over the past couple years, I've seen how happy Enrique makes my sister. Seeing her smile and laugh and eat her way around the country and gain 30 pounds has brought me more joy than you can imagine.
Like making big mistakes, I feel like for the first time in a long time, I am not afraid. I feel like a kid. Never thought it'd feel like this. Like when I close my eyes and don't even care if anyone sees me dancing. Like I can fly and I don't even think of touching the ground. Like a heartbeat skip, like an open page, like a one-way trip on an aeroplane. It's the way that I feel when I'm with you. Brand new.
Now, I first met Enrique 11 years ago at our college Christian fellowship. He was a junior, I was a freshman. And during our first conversation, I was perplexed. I had a lot of thoughts running through my mind. Thoughts like, what an interesting name for a Chinese guy. Enrique and Christina, me, Glory, and everyone else here are so happy for you guys. And Enrique, just as a closing, a couple of reminders I wanted to give you. Keep God as the foundation of your marriage. Be a servant leader to Christina. And the last time you cooked me any chow fun was 11 years ago.